Welcome to Buzzworthy Businesses. I'm your host, Chris Budahas, and here joining me in the studio is Bryan Langley with 100 Men Who Care, Chapter Jacksonville. Bryan, how are you?
Good seeing you again. Thank you.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for coming in. Yeah, it's amazing. So we met back in the September timeframe.
Correct.
You and Chip Yant came in here. We're talking about this great nonprofit that is national, but a chapter was being created here. I participate in the chapter. I love what we're doing, but I want to tell the rest of the world, what is 100 Men Who Care? And how do we do what we do?
Yeah, it's an opportunity for men who really feel like to get engaged in the community, even networking, to support nonprofits. So we identify 3 nonprofits.
Yeah.
We get together 4 times a year, and there's a contribution that we would give 4 times a year. It would be $400, so once a quarter. And that money will go to identifying 3 nonprofits that we believe would be great stewards of communities. And so therefore we come together every quarter. We get about almost 100 men now, which is wonderful.
It's awesome.
And we vote on the charity, and then that money goes to the charity, and we do it just 4 times a year. And it's been a remarkable opportunity to kind of get to know people, but more particularly the stories are out there for the community services are doing a lot to support women and children and advocacy of things. And so therefore you get to know your community that much more because of all the great work that these individuals are doing. So we want to support them. And there's a lot of men out there who have opportunities to give time, which is only 1 hour a quarter. We really are seeing an uptick of men participating, which is a wonderful thing. So since we last spoke in September, our numbers have gone up, our advocacy has gone up, so it's just been a great thing to see.
No, there's so many levels. You know it too, but for our audience, I mean, these nonprofits, it touches your heart. You're sitting there going, oh my gosh, these poor people and the conditions they are in, or just the, I guess, conditions of our society and the people who are in need, and our ability to infuse cash to help their efforts is huge. And I've seen a few people brought to tears as a result of that, because the exposure, I think for some folks, we can afford the time and the money to do that. You may not know the struggles of people in our community, and God has blessed us in a way we should be able to give back, and we can see that direct impact by bringing those folks in, helping with that conversation, and then infusing cash out there. And I know through our conversations and our social network posting that other avenues have opened up of support, whether that is resources, people, money. It's been very helpful for those organizations.
Well, and it's also the great work that you've done, and a lot of the men who are involved, particularly talking about ways to kind of promote that organization. And that's great, because that organization, not just because of the support we give them at that time, but the continuation of support that the social media efforts that you all have provided gets the message out. And there's a lot of communities that just need a lot of support and assistance. So this is such a great way for men, leaders, to get involved and be involved with the community and make a difference. And you can come back feeling like you've contributed to something, because it's tangible. And that's why we see more men getting involved, and we want more men to be involved, because a lot of men out there could bring a lot of good perspective and support to what we're trying to do, which is helping people.
And I noticed, so a common question is, are we capped at 100 men?
No, we can continue past that. The 100 Men is just good in terms of its moniker and marketing. But no, obviously to grow and increase that is, I think, everything that we want to do. We want to just continue to do this. We want to sustain it. And it's it's a nonprofit. It's a 501c3. So 100% of that money goes straight to that organization that we have voted upon. And then right then and there, that check is given to that individual who's representing that organization. And it's an immediate turnkey situation where they can go back and help people who are, don't have housing, or in an abusive situation, or don't have food, food insecurity. Or it's actually helping them to kind of be better about what services are out there that may not be that we need to kind of focus on. And so we really want more men to get involved and to be good servant leaders and to support those who are looking for help.
And I agree, and it's what a great opportunity for those nonprofits to get that visibility, that exposure, and then hopefully, even if they don't win, right? I've seen other folks open up avenues for them, and that, the people in need is pretty large these days, and I don't foresee it getting any better. But if we can take a bite out of the apple one bite at a time, I think we're gonna be better as a community. The other piece is not lost on me. There's people that I've met through 100 Men Who Care I probably never met in my time living here in Northeast Florida.
I think that's a byproduct of the fact that you're now connecting with other like-minded men, but who actually represent different sectors
Yeah.
and different businesses and professions.
Yeah.
And that not only breeds opportunity to know what people are doing and get connected with people and expand your network, but then that's all attributing to supporting your community at the end of the day.
Right.
It's a win-win-win
Yeah, it is.
on many levels.
Yeah, I know our next event is on April 8th.
That's correct.
Yeah, and I know then we'll have one 3 months later. So for those out there in the audience that are, interested in what we're doing in the Northeast Florida, Southeast Georgia area, we'll definitely encourage them to come out and be part of the team.
We would welcome that.
And I've had the other question I get from folks is, how do I start my own chapter? And I've told them, go Google, 100 Men Who Care, and you can start your own chapter. It's not a hard lift. You only take a little bit of time. Probably partner with some great Americans like yourself. And
Thank you.
And then create your own chapter.
Yeah, we've got a couple of men together, yourself included, and we just ran with it, and look where we are now. We started with 40, now we're almost at 100.
Yeah, and the venues we do it at are totally supportive.
Yeah, we went veteran brewery. We're now going to a financial center, which we're very thankful for that support. So we want to diversify even the venues that we're in.
Yeah.
We want people to experience the neighborhoods that maybe they haven't been in before.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity.
Well, thanks, Bryan. Appreciate your
thank
time.
you so much.
Hey, folks, check out 100 Men Who Care. If you live in Jacksonville, specifically the Jacksonville chapter, I'd love to see you out there on 8 April or the next event. If you're not in Jacksonville, I encourage you to take a look at 100 Men Who Care. And if you've got a local chapter, join them. And if not, maybe you create your own. As we all know, the economy, regardless of the politics of our nation, is a difficult time in the past and current present. And there's always been people in need. So, take a look at Scripture, take a look at yourself, see what you need to give in both time, resources, and just caring for your local community. I encourage you to do so. Connect with Bryan and I on LinkedIn or other forms of social media. Love to hear from you. We'll see you in our next segment. Live with gratitude.